Alright, here we are, Marneth. We've sold everything I needed to sell. And we're going to check once more. Everybody is full. Even Samir. So let's head out. Well, I see there's a tournament here. Let me see what's up with the tournament first. It's a sword. I don't want it. And let's look around here, get a big picture of what we have. So the Aserai have captured one Khuzait town. The Western Empire has captured one Aserai town. The Khuzaits have captured one Southern Empire town. I'm assuming that was Southern Empire. I don't know who they captured it from, but it's an empire town. And Vlandia is still the same as far as towns go, and Varcheg is still the same with the exception of Varcheg. The Sturgians are still the same with the exception of Rote, which I still own. And we're just going to move over here and see what we can come up with. There are still two other armies roaming around. Let's see if we can find out. Okay, they're way over here for some reason. Now, pay attention here. We're at war on the western side of the map, and both our armies are way over here. Sometimes you just have to just marvel at the AI. Okay, let's move over here and see what we can come up with. All right, this castle is being sieged, which is up here. So let's move in this direction. Don't know if we'll make it in time. We're only traveling 2.1. The forest, the snow, and the nighttime is a really devastating debuff on speed. All right, my companion gained a level. Looks like I've got something here to also... All right, first, we definitely want to take this +5 party size for each town I control, because I do want to wind up owning 5 or so towns. And let's check out the companion here. All right, he's maxed out on his steward. Let's see what we can do with leadership. He's almost hit the wall on leadership. He's not yet hit the wall on some other things. He may be on writing, but I'm going to give him... He's not leading. He is leading. I have forgotten what he's doing. Okay. I did notice that spear on his back, and then that made me want to check. So you can see he's got a spear on his back, so that does make me think he was leading a force, because you're on a horse, be the only time I'd give you a spear. All right, so let's give him... We're going to give him some medicine. And I need to redo my leadership. And that should be it. Okay, now let's continue on to this castle. We're 500. Oh, well, we're not going to be able to do anything. 1,200. They outnumbers 2.5 to 1. And the castle defense only has 100. Is there anyone that we can call that'll make a difference? Nope. No one that would make a difference. All right, looks like this castle is going to be a goner, because that's a no-go right from the get-go. So what we're going to do is we're going to hang around an area. Just hopefully, after this siege, these two armies break up. Now I will attack either one of them if they're separated. I can't believe he's holding. I tell you what, in the early game, if you're behind walls, it really makes a difference. All right, let's see where they go. Losing a castle is not devastating because it doesn't change the amount of troops that you can field. All right, we're going to go after this 500 right here. Only towns increase the number. Why does this say 208? Oh, maybe the perk. Yeah, because I got 5 more troops for that perk I just did, because I do on 1 town. Well, let me get 5 more infantry. There we go. All right, let's run these guys down. It looks like they're going to go to... They might be going to... They're running from my party, of course. I'm just trying to wait till daylight. All right, it's light enough now. We'll go for it.
Stop there, stranger. I bid you peace. At least until I find out who you are, anyway.
I am Hans, and who are you? Okay, Vartan. You know we're at war. Surrender or die. Now, that's an unpleasant set of options. How about we just not fight today? I know I've mentioned this before. I've never once, in all the times that I've played this game, found a lord that wants to fight. It's always, I don't want to fight. Shouldn't be out on the field of battle if you don't want to fight. All right, let's make sure we've got spear wall banner. Everything's set up the way I want it. There are no perks that need to be... And the reason I always check is if you have an attribute to assign, you always get a notice down here. But if you have just a perk, you never get a notice, and you have to manually check. And that's just a fallacy of the programming from Tell Worlds. And it's always been that way, so there's nothing you can do about it. Let's attack and see what happens. Samir, I don't remember. I think Samir was a... I think he was a cavalry, but I don't recall, so let's check that.
Horse archers! Cavalry, forward!
He's a horse archer. Nope, he is cavalry. All right. We're going to put him in charge of them and put Hurnak. The reason I put him in charge of 3 is because I tend to use 3 right off the bat, and I won't. He's got 63, and my companion only has 7 for cavalry. So I wanted him to have the wing of the cavalry that I believe I'm going to use the most. Now, looking at the lay of the land here, I'm just going to come right up against the line. Okay. Now let's go. They're not very far away from us.
Move!
And they're moving away. They're running away from us. Well, that's par for the course.
Infantry, move!
Come on, guys.
Forward! Horsemen, move! Horsemen, forward!
Looks like they're just running back and forth now.
Infantry, move! Arch forward! Cavalry,
All right, cavalry, I want you to get right over there.
move! Cavalry,
And the right wing, I want you to go way over there.
move! Infantry,
Move on in.
move!
Moving in while somewhat utilizing these trees as cover from their ranged units. If I'm reading that correctly, they have at least 219 archers or ranged units. Yeah, 219. So I'm definitely trying to use these trees a little bit as I move in.
Infantry, forward! Archers, forward!
All right, now we're going to send in the wings.
Cavalry, charge!
I'm going to call the long,
Move! Infantry,
continuing to press in, as always, with Sturgians.
move!
Now, there are horses coming in, so we're going to shield wall. I want to get up here so I can make sure the infantry comes all the way up here, right up to them,
Forward!
right there.
Archers, hold fire!
I saw you, buddy. All right,
Split fire!
ground forces. Throw your axes. Archers,
Hold
run up here.
Horsemen, archer, move!
I'm also going to raise the volume a little bit. The game volume for the...
Infantry!
All right, what we got going on here? I need to see.
Cavalry, archers!
Come on up here, archers. I'm pointing this direction. All right, time for the Sturgians to break
Shoulder to shoulder! Infantry!
and attack. Archers, fire at will. Okay, looks like we're gonna try to help out with the horse here. I think that's it for out there. Yep, they're all coming back. Got a couple over here. And one over there. For the most part, I'm pretty sure about my infantry. So you'll notice I tend to, once things have kicked off, I tend to let them do their thing. And I don't have to worry about the enemy running away too much because they're right. They got their backs up against the wall here already. So I don't really need to micromanage this. Just let the infantry do their thing. What are they? Ah, I see now. All right, that's it. My party lost 2, the army only lost 22, and we killed 247. So we got 10 morale and 47% of the loot. I lost a Sturgian recruit and a Sturgian soldier. That's the most ideal outcome outside of losing nothing. Infantry is easy to replace. All right, you are Damo. We're going to let you go. You fought well. You're free to go. Take all these prisoners. 21 upgrades. Axeman and horse. Yes, I realize I'm over my prisoner limit. I will still take them because I can give some to my companion. Let's see how many he can hold,
I
if any.
await your order.
No, he's over. All right, so what this means is I'm going to sort him by lowest level, and I'm going to take away everything that's not at least a tier 3. And then I'm going to take the high tiers, 4 and above, and see if I can give him everything that's tier 3 and prisoners. I need to get rid of 130 or so. So we'll start with tier 3. All right, 57. Now, I'm going to have to ditch. Let's pause for a minute in doing that, and I'm going to have to ditch some forces. So we'll start with the lowest levels. Okay. That might be enough. Let's see.
Your lordship.
Give him these squires and one more hard pack. Okay, so he's full. I'm going to get rid of these squires, and I'm going to have to give him some more of these. Now I'm going to have to drop those squires. I can get one back. All right. Now we're not going to have any troops that want to leave, or prisoners that want to escape, and I won't lose any of the Sturgian prisoners I have. And what we're going to do is try to find I'm half a mind to go back and assault that castle. All right, this is my companion. We want him to have 5 raid speed. And he is down. I'm down by 3. He's down by 13. Let's see if I can upgrade any or recruit any that are not my troops, not Sturgian troops. And there is not. So let's see what these guys have. All right, we're going to get rid of the prisoners. Another 4,200. Do this upgrade. And we're going to set this back the way it needs to be. All right, and I'm going to take 3 infantry. There we go. Now what can we sell? Let's get some food and some hides. We do not have a speed penalty for having too many horses. So we'll just sell the harnesses. See if we got anything worth. I was looking at this when I picked it up. Yes, Corinne can wear that. And I will lock it. There you go. Looks like nothing else. It's going to be useful. For me, we'll check her, of course. Ah, this is even better. Although, I find myself wondering, did I just take this off of her? I'd have to look back and see. Well, if I did, that was a mistake. We'll press on. All right, I think that's going to be it. Now, of course, I'm going to check the civilian attire. This is... I'm actually going to go with this because I'd rather have the armor than the leg armor for a civilian, because it's chances of me getting hit in the leg are pretty slim if you're fighting inside the town. And civilian gear. Looks like that's going to be it. We'll check Corinne. You know, I think I'd rather have that 2 increase to the body armor and lose the 1 on the arm when it comes to her, because the body armor, I think, is the most important when you're fighting in the town. Secondly would be the arm. All right, everything else looks good, so let's sell if we can. Yep, took it all. And nothing here looks like I want to keep. And the same for... Now, this legendary ridged arming sword is probably a good sword, but we are all axes. And that's not going to be... Well, let me see. We'll try it. Let me sell what we've got already so I won't have to back out if it doesn't work. All right, yeah, it got it all. Okay. Now, we need to do a little recruiting. I noticed my companion. I want to get him some infantry. Unfortunately, it looks like it's all going to be recruits. That's what happens when you recruit in a very active war zone. All right, he can have 2 more. All right, and Samir should be up to... Oh, he can have some more also. He needs 6 more. We'll go to Bogbeth. There's that 500 right there I'm going to go get. First, I want to make sure that Samir didn't take any... All right, so he can have 6 more. Let's give him those 6 and head after that Vlandian army. I'm not sure where they're going. They're probably going to Pendrake Castle. There they are right there. Dalager's army. They are going to Astor Castle to defend. Well, that's fine. Between the army there, Fafin's army, and my army, they're definitely going to not like their day. Make sure everything is set up properly. And let's go for it. Now, I don't know. Again, I have the larger army, 518 versus Fafin has 417. Let's see what clan tier Fafin is. Their clan is 3. So we're clan tier 4. We're clan tier 4 and we have the larger army. So I believe that I will be in charge of this battle. We will see.
Under my orders!
Under my orders. All right, I am the leader of this battle, which means I can... Well, you would think that I could tell them what to do, but as you can see, they're running out on their own. I haven't issued any orders whatsoever. So on paper, I'm the leader of this army, but in reality, I'm not. I don't... The combined army should be under my command, but it's not.
Soldiers!
So we're just going to do the best we can, and I imagine... Either Fafin's, yeah, this is probably Fafin's army. If not the garrison and recruits from the... Looking at the composition of this, I'm thinking this is Fafin's army.
Troops! Forward! Move! Cavalry! Move! Orders!
I don't really see a lot of militia. Excuse me. And as is always the case, I haven't yet, I don't know why it is, but the AI moves always faster than the human. You see, their troops are so much faster than mine. I don't know why that is, but I have noticed that it just is. And since their cavalry have engaged, I'm going to engage ours. And we've only got, what, 1 horse archer, so I'm just going to send him into the fray. Move on in there. All right, since they're really not using, again, any strategy, I'm going to shield wall my guys. No tactics whatsoever on their part. And just have them run in. I wanted them to shield wall to get cohesion so that they're lined up together. And then once they're properly aligned, I'll let them charge in. I didn't want them to go in piecemeal if I could help it. I want to keep the enemy horses off my archers. Although it looks like the enemy's already running. This looks like a lord. Dalager, it is the man himself. Or female, I don't know if there's a male or female actually. Dalager. Alright, archers, come on up here. Yep, I saw you, buddy. I didn't react fast enough, though. Alright, and I don't think I've mentioned it before, but you see the icons over the friendly troops, and you can see them through trees and through walls and things. That's just a side effect of DLSS. I have no control over that other than to turn icons off, which is not what I want to do. I'm playing for fun, not to try to prove my manhood, that I'm able to tell enemy from friends when each side can use the exact same troops. That's not what I'm doing. I'm playing for fun, so I'm going to leave that turned on. Oh, I only got the horse, apparently, and the guy's still alive. Oh, well. I just want everybody to charge. But the DLSS is just not... I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but it does. In fact, when DLSS first came into Bannerlord, it really caused issues. It caused double icons. You know, you'd see your units on the map, and then there'd be another shadow, a green shadow of your units that were also visible on the map. All right, here we go. I lost 0 units. I got 1 in medicine. My companion lost 1, and overall we lost 49 to 259. Well, that'll teach them to run away and turtle up. All right, 5 relationship with Fafin. That's good. I'm going to let you go again, because if you go and grab another party, it's just going to be that much weaker, because it'll be more recruits, and my guys, our side, can get more experience by fighting your weak recruits. And they'll get the loot and the money. So it helps in the long run for you to keep coming back to the battlefield with these crappy armies. And I'll let you continue on with Astor Castle. What is Ragenvad doing? He is... All right, he's going to siege that castle. In fact, Torvir's coming here also. Where's Torvir? I just don't see him. Ragenvad. Oh, there he is right there. He's so close. That's why he doesn't have an icon. He's too close to me. Now, see, again, I really, really hate that this army is perfectly large enough to take this castle, yet a second army, which could be doing something else, is going to go there. He could be going for Abcomer, for example. All right, we're going to go for Drummer after we sell. Nope, I'm not going to give Allery his freedom. And I did notice earlier that there was a... It's like we're both full. Samir can have 3 troops. Let's see if there's anybody I can recruit from prisoners. Nope. All right, so we'll see if we can sell any. Another 2,200. And recruit a couple for him. What did I say? He could have 2 or 3? I think 3. So we'll give him 3 recruits. And I'm going to check to see what... Actually, I want to move these down because I want him to be at the top. It's just easier for me when I'm looking at him. Let's sell. And then I'm going to look and see what this... I'm going to hold on to that. Banner. Increased charge damage. Again, we don't have a debuff to speed due to too many horses, so we'll leave all the horses here. Nothing useful. Same here. Balanced Knight Lance. I think I'm going to hold on to that Balanced Knight Lance and sell. Okay. Now let's see what this I don't know, a plum nomad helmet. Well, what I already know is that I can afford the good helmets, so I don't really need a helmet. Let's look at the... That's not what I want to do. I want to look at the leaderboard. Okay, we're still comfortably ahead on the leaderboard, so we'll leave it at that. And let's go look at this castle. How many defenders it has. Okay, well, it has 156 defenders, which means we're going to go for it, and we will do that in the next video. Ciao.